Hey gang, Jesse here at EC Auto Repair. So some of y'all have been reaching out and asked me, how do I know that my mechanic is trustworthy? Well, that's a great question. Let's dive into that a little bit. So when you start meeting your spouse or your significant other, how do you learn that they're trustworthy? Do you know that on the first date? More often than not, the answer is no. You don't know that on the first date. But something about that person intrigues you. They have attributes and qualities of trustworthiness, meaning they tell you something, you're able to verify that it's actually true, it makes sense, it sounds true. And so another thing what I like to tell people is look at the Google reviews. Now, can I read through a Google review page on a certain business, whether it's a coffee shop, a tire shop, a mechanic shop, a construction company, whatever the case is, can I read through that and get the general consensus of, is everybody happy, right? There's always going to be someone that a business won't be able to make happy. Just think about it. You've probably been to a business at least one time and you're like, never again will I go back. And yet they still continue to service hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Take Walmart, for example. I absolutely detest any time I go to Walmart, right? Their customer service is nearly non-existent, right? I had a transaction with Walmart the other day and it was an absolutely horrible experience. I will very rarely go to Walmart. Now, I could go and leave them a 1-star review. What's that going to benefit, though, right? So, there again, coming back to the trustworthiness, how would I feel that Walmart's trustworthy? Well, had the employee that was waiting on me showed me that they cared, that would have gone a long ways in showing that they're a trustworthy company, right? But I have this belief that care, integrity, honesty, trustworthiness, it all starts at the top. Right? My team that's here is going to model my behaviors and the ethics and attributes that I have, right? So we're not a 5-star rated shop. We're close. We're 4.5, 4.6. It bounces around, but there is some customers that I absolutely have not been able to make happy, right? Didn't mean I was untrustworthy. But the general consensus based on the Google reviews is I am trustworthy, right? And then what's the general appearance of the place? Do they treat you with respect? I have a rule, and this rule has served me well in all my days in business. I have a rule that when I didn't know how to treat a customer, I always put myself back in their shoes, and then I know exactly how to treat them. In other words, we got a customer that comes in and maybe the repair didn't go the way it should have, right? And now there needs to be an adjustment on the ticket, or we just need to come to terms on what's fair for me, what's fair for them, what's fair for everyone involved, right? And I'll literally will sit down and I'll be like, okay, if I was the customer and I was in this situation, this is what I would feel would be fair. Okay? People can feel that too. People can feel a genuine care. Congruency, kind of a big word, but that's what that is. A congruency is, I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. I'm committed. I'm honest with myself. And it just translates well. Those are a few things of how you can know if you're dealing with a trustworthy shop.